Seahawks and Lions.
Lions are missing their all-pro center. I'm going to take the points here. Underdogs have done very well this year. I'm going to take Geno Smith, the number one PFF-graded defense, plus 3.5. Detroit's good, but they haven't been great this year. So, and here's the thing with the Seahawks. Geno completes passes, and they can run the football. So they're going to play some keep away. We know Detroit's got the best offensive line. But do you know right now Jared Goff has more picks than touchdowns? They are just off, and this defense is sensational in Seattle. I think it's a go down to the end game because it's in Detroit. I probably think the Lions win, but I'll take the hook. I'll take Seattle. I'll take 3.5. This defense against an offense, whatever the reasons, missing their great center, that's not clicking. It's just not quite right. I'm going to take the points.
Okay, so I want to talk about this because this is another game that I think we can learn a lot from the Detroit Lions, quite frankly. I'm also really high on the Lions. I think they're a top team, but I agree that they haven't been playing great, not as great as they need to if they want to legitimately win a Super Bowl. And I know they have some key injuries now, and that definitely will play a factor. But Seattle's defense has been rolling, and even with some of these injuries, I just need to see high-level play. I don't even need to see you win necessarily, but I need to see a high-level play. And if you can beat Seattle, I think that would matter. I think Seattle has the potentials to be a little bit of fool's gold. I'm not saying it is, but because of the teams that they played and what they're doing defensively, when you're this early on in the season and you see these rankings, I think it could be somewhat misleading, but I don't know. I've admitted that many times that I need to get a better, deeper understanding of who the Seattle Seahawks are. I know they're 3-0. I know they've been rolling as well, but, I think it all has to be put into context, quite frankly. But the Lions, who I feel like I understand the team much more, the start has been a weird one. It really, really has. And if you're a Lions fan, you got to be honest about that. And so this is a game, a standalone game, Monday night. You're dealing with some adversity, of course. But the great teams, the truly great top-level teams, they find a way. They find a way to win. And maybe, again, if Seattle's just a really great team, then it's too hard to find a way. You have to be fully 100% to be able to find your way. That's definitely a possibility. But that's why I'm not even caring about who wins this game necessarily. I just need to see better, more smoother, more consistent play from the Detroit Lions. And kind of like Colin highlighted, right? Better play from Jared Goff. I need to see a more cohesive offense. I need to see the pass game, the run game setting up the pass game more smoothly, more integrated. I want to see smarter play calling. I want to see smarter decision making of going for it on fourth down versus not going for it on fourth down, right? I just want to see higher level play that I personally have not seen out of the Detroit Lions. And so this will be another game that, of course, especially being on Monday, that I'm going to be watching very carefully. And it's just we're slowly starting to get at the part of the season where it's just who are you as a team? Who are you? What type of team are you going to be? Do you have a Super Bowl chance because, you're a pretty good team, you got a great roster, and of course, any given Sunday? Or are you a Super Bowl team because you are the Detroit Lions, because you are a force to be reckoned with? That when teams have to play you, there's genuine oh man, I'm a little uneasy right now, right? Which team are you? Because you were building that team last season and even building it in the playoffs, right? You were building this team that's yo, I don't care what happened the last 25 plus years. It doesn't matter. We are the Detroit Lions. We are beasts. We are aggressive. We are physical. We are fast. We can throw. We can run. Our coach is ready to come after on the field. We got a super genius coordinator. We upgraded defensively. We are ready. We are ready. We will fake punt. We will go for it on 4th and 5 on our own 40. You have no idea what's about to happen, right? The intensity. And it's been lacking. It's honestly been lacking for me as someone who's watching these games. I'm just I don't see it. I see actually some of their aggression, and I'm going to be very clear with my words and don't get confused what I'm saying. Their aggression has been more out of desperation and necessity because they can't get other things going. It's not to just, hey, we're going to rip your throat out. It's actually more like, we got to be this aggressive because we can't get anything else going. We got to resort on really aggressive play calling or even some trickery because, like, we can't get this going. It's coming from a more fear place, a place of desperation, right? It's a little chihuahua who's barking rather than a pit bull who's like, what's up? What's going on? I don't even got to bark because you just look at me and know what's up. That's what I'm looking for the Detroit Lions. Now, you can make the argument the way how the season's going for all of these teams. You don't need to be that dominant. You don't need to be that ferocious. And you just need to find a way to win. But then my level of confidence goes down. And my level of confidence have gone down for a lot of teams, quite frankly. I just want to see the Lions play better football. And if this defense is as advertised for the Seattle Seahawks, then I'm going to be really interested to see what they can do. And again, if the Seattle Seahawks end up just really, truly being a great defensive team, then you would be able to explain away a less than ideal performance from the Detroit Lions because of injuries, because of just, hey, you just went up a great defense. But I'm curious also what the Detroit Lions defense does up against Geno Smith. You know, do they make Geno feel uncomfortable? Geno's been playing pretty well and having high completion percentage, but I think he has 3 touchdowns for 3 interceptions, which again isn't the worst thing. Sometimes that's the way how these games unfold. You can't just live and die by interceptions and touchdowns and all of that. I think that can sometimes be a little inflated. A quarterback can throw for 475 yards and have no touchdown, you know, no touchdown, no passing touchdowns. So you can't just get too lost in that necessarily. But this game's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be an interesting game for sure. And I think at this point, the Lions will have now played enough of a variety of teams in enough different situations, whether it be injuries, whether it be level of play, whatever it may be, that you're going to start to be able to get a clearer picture. Because quite frankly, when you look at the teams that they've played, they've kind of been given some gifts, right? An injured Bucs team, an injured Rams team, right? And they were able to beat the Cardinals, but it was done in a way that I wasn't super thrilled about. I explained, I have, you know, all my breakdowns on that game, but it was still in a way that I was just like, I didn't leave that game feeling incredibly confident, not unconfident, but I didn't gain confidence out of that game, quite frankly. And so really what I'm really looking for right now is for a game for me to gain more confidence. That's really all. You can sum up my whole take in that. I'm trying to watch this game, looking for reasons why the Lions can gain confidence, gain momentum, gain the true title of a true contender. That's what I'm personally looking for this game. So it's going to be interesting. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks? Do you think it'll be this close as Colin's predicting? Do you agree with Colin that the Lions have only been playing good football and not great football? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.